good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from this regular scheduled break.
Intermission,
you know. And we have another special guest I want to introduce. I'm going to give him the floor, but this is brother. Give me the name one more time.
Kyrie.
I'm sorry, bro.
Brother Kyrie is
Brother
in the
Kyrie.
building.
Brother Kyrie's in the building. And we appreciate him being on the Mod 2020 pod. So, Brother Kyrie, we'd like to give you the floor, kind of introduce yourself.
What's going on,
Talk about
y'all?
your mental. Makes you tick.
Mental is a little, it's a little okay right now.
All
Just
right.
going through a couple of things, but, getting there. Just going through regular day-to-day stuff.
I hear you. If you have to give it a scale.
1 to 10.
1 to
1
10.
to 10.
1 to 10, I'll say right now it's about a 6.
Gotcha.
We got 2 6s.
All right.
Yeah.
But you want to tell a little about yourself?
Yeah. So born and raised in New York. Big anime fan. Obviously, shout out to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
We in there. We just
there.
gotta
Jinx.
Nah,
That's
chill.
why I'm trying not to say nothing right now.
Jinx.
I know, but anytime I can celebrate this, the way this team has been playing, as well as this team
His
has been
name
good.
is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're not going to start. We're not going to start doing that.
His name.
They've been doing that to LeBron all season. We're not going to start doing that to Jalen.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's wait to the finals at least.
At least.
But he's nice.
hope.
He's nice.
He is.
Nah, he
He's
is.
nice.
He is nice.
He plays
but
a lot
there's
bigger
another guy
than
on
he
the
is.
team that's also nice. I think
Bodega? My man Cat.
I refuse to call him that.
call him
Big Bodega? Yeah.
I've-
Because, Bodega Cat, he's Dominican.
But my thing is like, see, my thing is like that's where I feel like that nickname like fell off because it's like they instantly it's like okay, as his nickname is Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, you could have just called him Bodega Cat, just simple as that.
But you can't call him Bodega Cat in
kinda
Minnesota.
racist.
Because I'm pretty
Is
sure
it?
Minnesota does not have corner stores.
They don't have bodegas.
No, but I'm just saying like
I know,
New York
I'm
now.
not calling him.
Yeah, that's why they call him bodega.
I'm not calling
Big,
Dominican
but calling him the
man
Big Bodega
Cat,
sounds
bro.
kind of wild.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
true. That's
That
true.
is wild.
That's true. I just call him Bodega.
Right.
I fuck with Bodega. That's a tough ass
Do you
nickname.
want to let them know like your profession? Like what do you do?
You have to say
yeah.
government or nothing or anything that's
Yeah,
gonna, but
nah, I don't be
any
worried about that.
projects and stuff like that.
I just want to promote you because you got your own stuff.
Of course. So pretty much like I'm a photographer. Like I do like a lot of like portrait photography, lifestyle. I
Really?
started doing like a lot of cosplay stuff with different cosplayers here and there, going to conventions and stuff. Outside of that, I also do have a podcast with some of my homeboys that we was just at BlurCon doing like content this past
Shout out if
March.
you want,
It's the Oh Damn That's Crazy podcast.
I'm
So-
gonna make sure to send that to me so I can put it out there. So
Definitely.
everybody knows.
Fact.
Anybody-
always looking to collab.
Do you guys
course.
ever think about going to Charlemagne's event that he?
Oh, the thing in Atlanta?
The thing that he
what's it
does,
called?
like he takes on people podcast.
I haven't really noticed about that because it's like we really just like started like doing it last year, and then like this year we kind of was trying to just put things together like instantly. So like with my like BlurCon was this year's BlurCon was my second year going, and then it was also their first year. But this year was like we went with the intent of being able to shoot content, but actually talk to people and just put it out there and let them know like, hey, like.
This is
This is us. Like we are about like this nerd stuff, but at the same time, like we are going to talk about like other things here and there that people either don't talk about in the space or necessarily just let get pushed to the wayside. Because there's like a lot of stuff like within like the Blur community that a lot of people don't necessarily get to talk about,
Right.
and I feel like that's something that definitely needs to be put
yeah,
out there
definitely.
a lot more.
Okay.
Absolutely. So appreciate you being on with us.
Of course.
And Brother Kyrie's going to be with us for our sub versus dub. Before that, we are going to talk about have a Sinners review.
Black
Once again, just want to this will be a spoiler written review. So if you haven't seen it,
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert, and you can skip this part.
Ain't
but
no spoiler alerts.
Tough titties.
it's been a month, so we
titty.
gave y'all time.
Not
So-
even been a month. I'm just sorry. Like if you black and you didn't see this movie,
Yeah,
and support
yeah.
it. Something wrong
These are
with
one
it.
of the black movies this year you gotta go see.
And,
But you know what? It wasn't even like
It was
a
inclusive.
black
It's inclusive though.
movie.
That's what I like
It
about
wasn't
it.
like a
man.
black ass movie. This is like it's just a good black horror film.
Yeah,
Yes.
it really was.
It wasn't horror, but
Well, it wasn't horror, but like I don't know what you would call it.
I guess
It's
suspense.
It was a
Maybe a
suspense
thriller.
I would say a
definitely give it a thriller for sure.
But with vampires, you kind of have to put some type of horror on it.
So then let's get into it.
so what's y'all rating?
Oh, let's
out
do
of
that.
10?
Let's go down the line. So we'll start with Travis.
Now, before going into it, I was like, damn, this shit must be a 10 out of 10. Now, I watched it. All right, for me, I love like certain colors that pop, things that are obvious. Like,
If you look at cinematography,
like you know, you can see like I think Smoke was red
and
Stack was blue. Like shit like that off rip. I was like, I love the colorism. I love how like all that shit is like, you know, being detailed. Of course, you're gonna talk about like demonic shit and you know evil shit, whatever.
Yeah, voodoo shit and all that.
And them being in Mississippi and the South and shit. I went in thinking 10. When I came out, I was like, it's like a 7.5, 8, strong, a good 8.
Wow,
a good 8.
Really?
I think for me it's a good 8.
Okay. What I guess let's finish off first. So Ty.
My girl said it was a 10 out of 10.
Woo,
Wow, 10
that's
out of
tough.
10.
And she's a tough critic, so.
That means it's a perfect movie.
I don't have a lot of 10 out of 10s.
I will go with that too. A 10 out of 10. I think it was.
I'm probably gonna give it like a good 9.
Okay.
Am I gonna give like a good 9.5. Okay. I felt like it was the plot
9
wasn't
9.5.
9.5. Okay. I feel like the plot was simple. I don't think it
That's
went
why
all over the place.
Why I gave it an 8.
It sticked to what the plot was about and everything, and the characters were definitely shining and stuff like that. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan for playing 2 different people.
Yeah. Man.
Shout out to the singer.
We gotta come back to that.
Yeah,
We're going to come back to that. But shout out to the singer. I think his name is like Conrad or Ryan Conrad or something like that. I can't fully remember. Shout out to Ryan Coogler.
He goes to the church in Brooklyn.
Yeah, see?
He goes to the church.
See, that's what I was
in
telling y'all.
Brooklyn,
He's actually a
his
pastor's
mom,
kid, basically.
He's a pastor's kid. His grandmother goes to, I think it's somewhere on Bedford Avenue. They go to the church.
Okay.
He's a pastor's kid.
I didn't know he's from Brooklyn.
I know.
Yeah, he's a pastor's kid. Yeah, somebody told me that.
But basically, I give it like a 9.5. The only thing I give it a 0.5 loss is because of how that white man died at the end. It was just dramatic.
Yeah. I mean, he's a vampire.
He looked no. How the dragon got killed. How he got killed when he was waiting for all the Ku Klux Klan members to come and he was
the
shooting
Grand Dragon.
Oh, the Grand Dragon. How he died like he was having like an epileptic seizure or some shit. He's like, I'm like, bro, like come on, fam. And then I didn't like how they gave Stack the 99-cent like gold finger. Gold finger just to let them know like, hey, this is Stack. We know it's Stack, bro. You don't gotta show me this fake thing. It looked 99-cent, bro. Like I could have pulled it up right now. Like that's not no real gold chain, bro. Like I get it.
Tough critic for 9.5.
Yeah,
Right.
But 9.5, it's like it's all good. It's all good. It's a rewatch. It's a rewatch.
It is.
So, Mr. Wani, you
I say
the
the 10 out of 10. I think it was really good. It was a plot. It wasn't that scary as people. I might have jumped like one time. I might have jumped like one time when I realized
tried to bite him and shit.
I was like,
Yeah,
it was just kind of like sad. It was literally. I just felt like maybe at the end. You thought that maybe the movie was over, and it's like here it is. The brother is still alive, and it's like
that definitely in credit definitely made it a little bit better.
So maybe you
because I was wondering what happened to him when he left.
Right, that's what I was telling them yesterday.
Is it going to be another? I don't think it's going to be something behind it, or it was just be.
It probably like a side.
But Michael B. Jordan is going to always play this because that's his twin.
Yeah.
And that girl, his girlfriend was just like, wasn't that the girlfriend? Or
that was
that
was his girlfriend.
Yeah, she couldn't die to save her life. Like she literally
that grimy shit. Yeah, you left me and then you just ate my coochie. I was like, hey, yo,
we'll get into that. That's not even the part, but I'll give it a 9. I don't think I could give it a 10.
You a hard critic, so a 9 is pretty damn good for you.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. As y'all know, I'm very hard on Michael P. Jordan.
Yeah,
I am.
We all are, bro.
Yo,
this is 1-page script. And shit, bro.
1 page. I think. I mean,
no, I believe you. I agree with you.
So,
most of his movies is 1 page.
It's 1 page.
It's not that much.
He's very. He doesn't.
It's repetitive words.
To us, he doesn't very switch his roles very much. He's always Michael B. Jordan. So when I heard he was playing 2 people, I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna have two.
But
to
that's
Michael
not
B.
usually
Jordan.
something that he plays. Like he said, he's never played something like that.
No, but the thing was, Fruitville Station, he didn't have that many lines.
He didn't have,
He had more lines in Black Panther, for sure. In both Black Panthers, he did have.
Unfortunately, in Black Panther, he was just being a nigga.
He was being...
Yeah.
Creed, he had a whole bunch.
And I love the first Creed. The other two.
other two was like, all right.
didn't mind
The
the
first
other
one,
two.
I feel
I
like
didn't mind the other two.
he was really
I
like.
liked the
Yeah.
other two.
I liked the Jonathan Majors and him
Yeah.
like chemistry. It
I thought it
yeah.
was
Majors
cool.
I thought it was
just
okay.
one
I
ugly
I thought the little
character.
trauma shit.
I
was
hate
stupid.
the fact that they were brothers in the end. I thought
But
that
it
was
played
stupid.
it played a good part
But
into
the
the
trauma,
movie.
all it was is that you got beat up by a man. I'm thinking you got molested or some shit. He's like, yo, I want to talk about it. Like,
I mean,
I just used to get beat up by him.
I
You
mean,
just got-
granted, like that was kind of like what the way that they kind of like
It was
portrayed
like, yo,
it was
you
like
got
it was in the
molested.
back of your
Like, you
mind.
got
It's like
violated.
they
You got
probably
violated.
got violated.
but it was
So,
like, nah, I just got beat up by him every day. Like, okay, that's it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and
Go
he,
ahead.
no, you good. Because we can go into I want to Kyrie's and
Yeah, what do you give it?
after seeing it twice, first time I
twice.
seen it. Okay, look,
So
I
you
saw it.
digested it, and then you went back.
so
back
his
to
rating.
it.
He saw
Make
it
sure you
twice.
didn't
So it's a
miss
real rating.
I seen it twice. First time I saw it was in IMAX 70 millimeter like
Yeah,
film.
same.
and it
I
was
just saw
like-
that.
Oh shit!
I saw that Alamo.
I saw that iPic.
Nah,
So-
I
But it
watched
was
it at
only in
Alamo.
IMAX theaters. It wasn't in every
Nah.
movie.
No, so they had it in.
Remember, Alamo is not an iPic. It's not an IMAX.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw it in Alamo too. I
Yeah.
saw it
Yeah,
in
that's
Alamo
the 70
too.
They promoted it very well at the
Yeah.
Alamo, but
Yeah.
the thing was, is like I saw it at the 34th Street IMAX, and then also fun tidbit, like when I went to go see it, John David Washington was in the theater watching it with me, so it was kind of crazy. But my review of the movie is like I would give it I probably would definitely say like 10, like 9.5, 10 because. One, I appreciate Ryan Coogler's direction and how he put this movie together. Also, the significance of the movie, seeing as he's the inspiration for the movie was his uncle that passed away. Like while he was filming, I think he was filming some other project, but that was just like one of the best things. And then hands down, yes. Everybody's been saying it. Michael B. Jordan, like he definitely played a very, very good role.
Yeah.
Both roles, playing two different people, and just I'm glad that he was able to at least like pull off like a good Southern accent.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because that was the one thing I think a
But I
lot
feel
of
like it
people
was
was
also.
giving him
I
flack.
feel like it was
Point-
important for him that he was a director of it as well.
Yes.
So that
Comfortability is
made
everything.
him. I think he came out of his shell more when he was actually be able to
Exactly.
have control over what he was doing and everything. Like
Exactly, and that's why I appreciate that's part of the reason why I appreciate Creed 3 because it's like with him being a director of Creed
Right.
3, it
Yeah.
gave him the opportunity to be able to be like, okay, not only can I be the actor on the set, but
But I
I
can be
also can
behind
give
the scenes.
directions
Yeah.
behind the
Be
scenes.
the eyes.
Quick challenge, because I do agree with you. But do you feel that he kind of because I the way you feel about Creed 3, I feel like about Creed 1. Or the more I think of it, I don't know if it's because I like the plot a little bit more of Creed 1 compared to Creed 3. Because it's not that Creed 3 was bad, but with Creed 1, I felt that coming from a fan of Rocky, Apollo, his son, the way they set it off, I thought he implemented it well. And like, yeah, my dad was a boxer. That doesn't mean I'm very much well off. I need to grind myself. I'm not going to coast on my dad's name.
Exactly.
So you like the origin?
Yeah, I feel like
Better than,
my
like-
question, I guess, to you is, how do you feel about Creed 1? I guess compared to Creed 3.
Okay.
In terms of his acting.
So Creed 1 compared to Creed 3. So acting wise, I probably would go with Creed 1, but then it's also a cop out because the reason why I appreciate Creed 3 a little bit more is because you don't have to like I felt like with both Creed 1 and 2 is like they were just pretty much just
Safety
still,
nets.
Safety net. The safety net is that Rocky's still here.
Yeah.
He's still like
He's definitely
somehow
right on
within
that
the
one.
story. So with Creed 3, it was just straight up just like it's all about Adonis. Like years later, daughter's a lot older,
Yeah, older.
and also
he's
it's
essentially this is
And
essentially
he's
Rocky
also
3
dealing
too.
with a
It's-
challenge that his daughter is
Deaf.
deaf. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
she's deaf. And
It was
so
a lot of challenges. So I
it
felt
was
like it was like a
yeah,
vulnerability.
It was right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I like Creed 3 so much because it was like I don't think you got really like a backstory. I don't know. I didn't watch Rocky 1 or any of the Rockies to be honest with you, but
Nah, you definitely got a backstory in Rocky.
yeah,
definitely got a
vulnerability type of.
backstory.
I think
Yeah,
that was a
Rocky-
good part about it is that you got a vulnerability.
Rocky was like
of like Creed in his life when he was a kid and his father wasn't around. It's like
Yeah.
you got somebody from your past that just opened up the doors for your trauma.
which is why like Rocky plays a pivotal role in that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
definitely.
there. But on to the topic of Sinners with his acting, with that movie just in general. First of all, the singing in that movie was incredible.
Oh,
that dude.
That voice.
To be honest with you,
Voices.
Perline,
The tone.
Carlene was
The lusty one, the lusty wife.
That was the one that was supposedly married.
Yeah.
But I don't think she was married at all.
oh.
I think she. No, I
don't think she was married, bro.
She said.
You ain't gonna act like that if you married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
remember
You know?
this is the movie set in 1930, so
That's
we don't
true.
know how they was.
You know, cheating was probably like a little.
Apparently, it was at an
Little
all-time
temptation.
high.
Yeah,
Exactly. It was at an all-time
So-
high.
Oh, you ain't think she was married? Nah, she was.
I believe she was
bro.
married.
I believe she was married.
believe she was
I
married.
think she was just talking like, yeah, I'm married. Like, I don't really.
By the way, there's a lot of coochie in this movie. By the way,
like-
a lot of coochie in this movie.
I was like, yeah, nigga. That's what you do, bro.
Right,
That's how
right.
you get started.
Speaking of which, Haley Steinfeld,
Great.
great in this. The
thing that had me
the scene when
confused.
he spit in his mouth,
I was the. Oh,
I was like, yo.
that was my point 5 too. That drooling was unnecessary.
I mean,
Well,
when
that's
you
how
saw
you show.
Homeboy
That's how you
with
show.
the weird drool, I'm like, yo, bro, you don't gotta drool like that. I don't need to see the white crust on
I
your
would
face.
agree with
Yeah.
you, but
That's how you
I
show
love
you're
the
a vampire,
foreshadowing
bro.
of it because when the what's his name, but the initial vampire when he's
He's a great actor.
a
Malik.
great actor. Yes,
When he
great
went to the
actor.
house, right?
When he was when they were sitting outside.
I didn't even
And
know he was
Haley
a vampire
Steinfeld-
at first.
Yeah.
No,
and
when he went to the house, I figured it out. When
I
he
couldn't
first
tell at
knocked
first.
on the door, was it him or a woman that went to when the
woman was at the door
started?
first.
Yeah.
Well, all right, when she went in there, right, and then she got the husband in the
I couldn't
ride.
tell at first. To be
Yeah.
honest.
But when
Wait, y'all couldn't tell he was a vampire?
I thought
No, I
the way
could,
the way
but-
he was posting it, I assumed at some point that maybe he was in a fire or some shit. Like that's how I thought.
he was kind of smoking.
because you were
as-
saying like Ku Klux Klan was coming to burn my house down, so I'm thinking to myself,
Wait, y'all telling me?
Well, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, nah, I'm just saying because when he pulled up smoking,
Yeah, no, I
crazy,
knew. I was
and
like,
I saw the Indians
Yeah,
rolling right
right
behind him. I was
by
like,
him.
oh
He's
yeah,
like-
this guy's clearly a vampire.
right.
once the Indians came, I was like, okay, he might definitely be.
And
a
then he
vampire.
kept insisting, "Please let me in,
Yeah.
help me."
Yeah,
and type
because they
shit
have
like
to
that.
get
But
welcome.
right,
Yeah,
they
I know,
got-
that's how you
That's
know.
why I
Yeah.
realized it. I was like, it's something about why he won't
just walk in.
walk in because every time, and then
I
once
thought it
you
was
got
'cause
to
of
the
shotgun in
other
your
part
face.
where the black guy wanted
Yeah,
to go
that too.
inside,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
like, y'all
That
gotta
helps.
welcome me back in. I was like,
He
oh,
like, I
okay.
can't come in because you got
got
shotgun in my
shotgun.
face. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But what I was initially saying is the foreshadowing is when he initially interacted with Haley Steinfeld. They were sitting outside because
Yeah.
they didn't let him in the barn, and he started drooling.
Yeah.
As he's gonna, so it was a good, even though it was a bit disturbing to some people, it was a good setup to, she was turned
The thing,
because she was let in. She's getting it on with, excuse me, we can't smoke. I think it's the one with the red.
Stack.
Thank you.
Switch Stack. Yeah.
Stack. And she started drooling because.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was like,
you
yo, let me get that taste. I'm like, yo.
Now she's like, why you drooling? He's like, oh, you want some?
I was like, nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
So-
nigga, no.
And he didn't even realize that something was going on.
He was deep in the guts before he knew that
Yeah,
everything was going
He
on.
was like,
you
yo,
know?
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get mine.
Kind of respected,
I'm
but
leaving here
Also,
with something.
so earlier in the movie, yo, y'all stupid. Earlier in the movie, when they first showed them interacting, remember he was telling her like, "Yo, get out of here!" Like,
Yeah, you
Right.
don't
like,
belong
yo,
here.
go to hell. And he
Yeah.
said, "Yo," I think she said, "Go to hell," and he was like, "Yeah, I have
I have a seat.
right next to you." Ironically, in the end of the movie,
They
Yeah,
both
right
was
there,
together.
yeah,
and they was
yeah.
together.
so you know,
To be honest with you, I thought she was a vampire at first already. Like,
me too. I thought initially.
and then
that was what it
and then
was.
when I'm thinking about it now, it's like you was already in the sun, so it's like
yeah, you can't.
couldn't
be-
avoid that situation. But I was just like really like,
Right.
wow, I thought she already was a vampire.
I love the ties to Chicago too. If you heard what
Yeah,
they're
with
talking
the
about,
whole
they were
mob-
on the
with
run
the
from,
mob.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
mob.
yeah.
Al
Yeah.
Capone too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Al Capone.
They did, and I liked also the inclusiveness as well about how like the music scene was, where you saw from Africans to present day people,
Yeah,
musicians, and then you got to also include the Chinese people
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
situation.
they did. Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's real cool. Like you're not just making it a black thing.
Yeah.
And then you like how you see how smart the Chinese people always were, where one side's the black people and the other
Yeah,
side is for the
right,
white
right,
people.
right.
It's
Yeah.
like we not doing this
Oh,
type
yeah.
of shit.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how them
They
towns
about
were.
business.
Like,
Yeah, I respect it. I respect the hustle. But I'm sorry, no offense. Fuck that Chinese lady fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she like,
yeah.
Yo.
I was like, yo,
Come in, you bastards. What the hell are you doing, bro?
hubby
You-
was out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
she was better off going outside.
For
That's what
real,
I'm
like
saying.
kick
They
your
both-
ass
yeah.
out.
But
But-
her husband went out there and never returned. And
Yeah,
then
but,
later
like,
on,
suck
that's
it
when
up.
she realized,
Yeah.
Suck it
right,
up. You
But
she
had,
got caught.
like I got my baby mother killed because of you, fam.
True.
Like
But
that.
then also a lot of people should have realized that like initially, because once they realized like what was going on,
Yeah.
and then she's already talking
She
to
was
her
already
husband. She's
weak.
like, hey,
Yeah.
like we didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
We only signed up to do
She was like,
this for the night.
You sell
we didn't
us
sign
our
up
business,
for any of this.
but it's weird because it's like we sell you our business, but we won't be involved in your business. That was the
which
weird
is true,
part.
but
But
it
how they
also,
came together and like the food and everything. And
I'm just saying, I'd rather the husband and the wife.
It was just like, okay, they
sorry.
coming together and they doing that. But
She was
that,
doing her thing, Thug Dizzle, until
She got popped.
Well,
Yeah.
her goal was the husband. She burned alive with the husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But the part that also, like, I mean, in totality, technically, it was a setup for the KKK, which was like,
yes.
it was like, damn. Either
That
way, y'all
way-
wasn't
the way
gonna make it
y'all
out.
was fucked.
You
That
know
was
what I'm
lose.
saying? Like,
that
And
was the wild thing.
the way they
He brought it up.
They brought it up was smart. 'Cause
It was dope.
We're a collective, so
We all
we
know
know
each other.
like y'all about to be set up. So you, y'all
It's
like,
either with us or with them type
Yeah.
shit. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, the way he killed all them people at the end when he was just
son
chilling.
was Rambo,
Yeah,
bro.
Rambo,
I was like, kill them
I was
niggas.
fucking with his Rambo moment.
Kill them
When,
niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, when the initial trailer came out, it looked interesting, but when they showed the scene when he got the gun, I was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was vampires he was shooting at. To be honest with you, I really thought it was like,
I knew
I don't know anything about vampires, so I'm gonna shoot them with this gun.
Right.
Nah, I knew it was daytime, so I was like, all right, yeah. It can't be.
Trailer,
that's good.
I don't think the trailer
I
did
didn't
enough justice for the
comprehend that
movie, though.
either.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I'll say this: like when originally watching the trailer, it's like I didn't initially think, okay, they're gonna be facing vampires because it's like the way they cut it, especially
Yeah.
with like
It
the
sounded like
daytime
demons
scenes,
and
it seemed
witches
like
and all type
Yeah,
of
that's
shit.
what
It
I
didn't
thought.
sound like a vampire type of story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But it definitely was a good movie for sure.
yeah.
Before we wrap this
Again,
up,
strong 8 for me.
I feel you.
But I do like how the visual spoke to me and shit.
Yeah, it was
It was
definitely
just
honestly,
honestly, it's the plot that I felt like certain things.
could have been different.
Yeah, that would have been like, yo, this is a 9. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
It was gonna lead to my question. It was, do each of you have like any cons that make it not? Because
I told you my cons.
Mama Tawana has it as a 10, but with us it's more or less like he mentioned like the plot could have been a little bit more smoother, you would say, or like a
nah,
little
the
more-
plot was dope, but I just think there were certain
You wanted to
things I
expand it?
could have. Yeah, a little bit. Like certain things I'd have touched on more. Like, where the fuck did this motherfucker even come from?
Yeah, that is true. I do agree with you. On
We
that.
just see him panning,
also
running
the
in.
Indians never
I think
came
he said
back.
it. That was the fucked up part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you?
yeah.
Yeah.
But they said themselves like, yo, we don't deal with them in the black,
Right,
in the dark.
in the
We're not
dark.
doing that.
Yeah.
If we find you in the light, we gonna kill you. But
Right.
dark time, we
Oh,
going
I do
home.
have one gripe. This is what not makes it a 10 for me. These are the most. I want to see if y'all agree with me. These motherfuckers, these Stack twins, are the most
Gangster.
gangster hustling motherfuckers
Yeah.
I've ever seen. They got all this shit done in 24 hours. This
Yeah.
whole
That's
movie
what I said. They
is
got it.
one
24
day.
hours.
They named
Right.
Carrie.
Is
Right.
one day.
But you saw the way he shot that nigga in the ass. He was like, yo, he's like, oh, bro, I ain't know it was you,
know it was
fam. I
you.
ain't know it was your truck.
Right.
Like it's some real gangster shit. Like, yo,
Like, they
even
know
from
about
Chicago,
the
you know
violence.
what?
But it's like all this is from getting the setup from the
From buying it, first thing.
Yeah.
Yes, straight off of
Connections,
buying it, straight
man.
off of hiring people, straight off of.
I think they got
going
the
to
money
baby
from
The
mom.
train
gambling.
station and
They
shit?
got the money from gambling. That's
No.
what they
No,
got
no,
the
they
money
robbed-
No, they
from.
robbed.
Al
They
Capone.
robbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so here's the actual thing, and funny enough, like I feel like a lot of people need to do this. Is like go listen to the soundtrack on Spotify, and then it's like they actually have like tidbits of like newsletters that's supposed to be tied to the movie.
Oh, really?
So what happened was the money that they got to buy the juke joint was like they robbed they robbed a bank. And it tells it like in detail, like on the newsletter, it says like, there was like two black assailants, blah, like, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But then also people forget it's like they robbed Italian and Irish, Irish
they
booze.
set 'em up, right,
So
right.
they was working for each
Person.
gang. So they was working for the Italian and the Irish gangs in
Right.
Chicago. So they robbed them, and it had them thinking that
And
they
went and
robbed each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
They went and just like took the money, took the liquor,
beer, yeah.
bounced.
Because even they said something like, what's gonna happen when they find out that like
We did this.
you did like
Yeah.
it was y'all.
When they gonna find out when it was y'all
It was
that
like,
did it?
yeah,
Like, what
they
y'all
ain't
think
never
was
gonna
gonna
find
happen?
out type shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, it's foreshadowing because they definitely didn't.
I have one question just to finish it off. Do y'all believe in the seven deadly sins situation?
Well, yeah, how they
How each
How-
person is a part.
Mm.
So Stacks, Greed, his brother's
You know,
wrath.
all right,
Yeah.
with that, I give it an 8.5 because that I did see
I do
that
like
during
the
the
talk-
movie.
yeah.
I understood
You saw
that
each
during the
one of
movie.
them, right? Yeah.
So
Even,
I get it an 8.5.
Even Preacher Boy, he
What was Preacher Boys?
his sin was what was it?
I know Perlene was lust.
She was lust.
Yes.
I don't know what the baby mother was. can't.
She wasn't.
I don't think she was.
Somebody's gluttony.
Gluttony would be the
fat boy.
drunk.
The drunk, yes,
Yeah.
his was gluttony because he would drink for his
By the way,
pain.
I'm sorry,
his story
I love
was
that actor.
His story
yeah.
in the car when he told about his life.
Yeah,
I was just like, damn, bro, like your life was hard for you, like, and you end up on a train,
cut off bro.
Like your whole team is just dead because of like just all of this shit, and it's like I can't blame you for drinking and playing music all your life now.
Of course,
that's all he did.
Yeah.
Also, too, shout outs to I don't know if a lot of people know Saul Williams. He's like a black poet, very prominent black poet, but he was the pastor.
Oh,
He's like a legendary black poet.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
played
the
the
pastor.
pastor?
Yeah. Like, if you look at him younger, you'll be like, oh shit, that's him. But like him being like older is like, oh shit. But like
But the
a
way
legend,
the scene
bro.
started,
Yeah.
I like how that
I
movie
do
started.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part where you put that at the end still, but it's like, oh, it all comes together type of situations. Like, and I liked.
Oh, by the way, Preacher Boys was envy. Because if you pay attention, he was always trying to be like, I want to be like the Stack Boys. I want to have
Right.
my freedom.
He's
My
envy?
man's envy.
Right.
He always dreamed of being outside of church and
But he
and
got
living his
away.
life, like,
Yeah.
And that's what I liked. I liked that they showed that. If they would have cut it off and said credits type shit, I'd have been like, what the hell happened to him?
Yeah.
Did he leave? Did he stay? Like, what the
Because he
hell?
went,
Even
he
tying
went
it
back
back
to
to
his father's
1992.
house, right? Didn't he
Yes.
go back to his father's
Yeah.
church? But then he
Yep.
wound up leaving.
Yeah,
because
he
his
left.
church
he still
was-
he still chose
And
the
he
music.
couldn't put
right.
it
That's
down.
why he
He
wanted
still
to be
chose
like the
music.
Stack Brothers because
Yeah.
they were allowed to do all of that they wanted to do.
It
at
was
no
just funny
point.
he believed Stack about that guitar. He was like, who told you that? He's like, Stack? That nigga lied to you, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's how daddy
He's like, yo, daddy guitar, man.
Also, too, I told y'all yesterday. At the end, legendary blues musician Buddy Guy,
Yep.
who is also Shauna's dad from DTP.
Shauna, you, oh,
Hit
Jesus.
that if you
I
don't
can't
know,
believe that.
you know,
I could not
my
believe
man
how you said
Ludacris, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right.
Be
That
surprised.
boy, his voice is everything. Just how he spoke in the movie, I was just
Yeah,
like,
it was deep.
Ooh, it
Once
was
he
so
started singing, it
powerful.
was
I was
rap.
shocked that he wasn't British. I ain't gonna hold
Me
you.
neither,
Nah.
bro.
I
Sometimes you
thought
never
that
know.
man was British.
Sometimes
You
you
don't.
Could have
never
told
know.
me he
But-
was British. I'd have believed you.
Yeah, but I found out, like, funny enough, like the reason why he got that role was that he used to be on tour with her, and she told him, it was like, yo, you should
I
go
think
ahead.
I heard that too.
Yeah, like he said in an interview, he was like, she's telling him, like, hey, you should go and try for this role
Wow.
and learn how. Because also, the funny thing is like he never played guitar like before this movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
So he's like, he learned how to play guitar like literally for this movie and this role and everything.
wow.
It was like super
Wow.
That's
I
tough.
forgot
That's
what
a-
church
I
just
his
hope they don't
family
typecast
is
him.
from.
dope. Nah, I don't think they
forgot.
will.
I think he should be next up to
Yeah.
get a lot of shows, and hopefully Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan take him under
This
his
role
wing.
is just definitely.
Oh, yeah.
This role is definitely gonna put eyes on him.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Tyler Perry may pick him up
I hope
because
not.
you know he
I
was
hope not. I really
he
hope
put
not.
on his Broadway
I don't
plays.
need. I don't need him
We
to.
good.
On his Broadway plays,
That's
yes,
poison.
I think
That's
so.
poison.
God, no.
Because you know Tyler Perry takes a lot of people off the street. If he feels like
But
you
they
got a
typecast
voice,
them.
Yeah, they're very.
and he will
typecast.
literally put them in on his shows because a
Yeah.
lot
True.
of people
We
on
don't want
all
that.
of his Broadway
We don't want that at
shows,
all.
like all of his plays, a lot of those people are not real actors. He takes them if they have a voice, he's going to use
The
them.
situation is that he typecast a lot of people. Like
Yeah.
Miss Edna, she was in School Days.
Miss Edna,
She was in
From
School
who?
Days.
From Miss Edna.
What you
House of
call it?
Pain.
House of Pain. Yeah,
in
she
School
was.
Days. And now
Really?
all she does is Tyler Perry
Tyler
stuff.
Perry stuff.
She's not in anything else outside of
So
Tyler
he's
Perry.
paying her a nice amount of money.
Doesn't make a
Best
difference. She
believe.
could have been doing other things.
Yeah.
But I do hope he's offered more roles, and I mean we could say much more about this movie, but we've kind of
Yeah,
reached
we
our
pushed it a
threshold.
little.
So thank you, Ms. Tawana.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So
Go ahead. I was
Thank
just sitting
you
here.
for Ms. Tawana.
shout out to Moms for showing up and everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give her a round
See you in
of
the building.
applause. And thank you for joining us for the fellas editions of this podcast. Continue to follow us, continue to support us, and we see y'all next time.
All right.
All right.